There you go.
Usually when you hear that announcement, Chris Eubank Jr, that's when you start to gauge fan response, reaction. I'm guessing adrenaline starts to kick in when you hear that. This is different. How did it feel when you heard your name called out and it's to an empty arena?
You know, I've had my name called out and then immediate booing as I'm walking out. So having no sound at all actually was, you know, a couple of levels up from that. You know, I was fine with it, you know, because I've had to walk through a sea of hate, a sea of shouting, spitting, booing. So for it to be calm was absolutely fine, you know. It was definitely strange, definitely an experience, and one that I probably never get to experience again. And I'm glad to be able to say I've done that. But you know, it wasn't something that that affected me in a negative way. I've done the ring walks too many times, you know.
The ring walk itself was a bit different. You were completely isolated, completely on your own, walking down that ramp. Did it feel any different? Not having, I know we spoke about hearing the fans, but just not being able to see anything. You were completely isolated on this podium. Does that throw you off before you go into a ring?
I mean, I've done similar walks where it's just me. You know, I come up and then I walk through a crowd of people. You know, usually then when you get to the people, then you have security come around you. But I've done the entrances where you do start off alone. You know, boxing teaches you to be comfortable in your own skin. It teaches you to be able to embrace the loneliness. Once that bell goes, there is nobody to help you. There's no teammates, there's no friends, there's no family, there's no girlfriend. It's just you. It's all on you. And you know, after doing that for so many times, you just become comfortable being alone.
Let me ask you, fans or no fans, we spoke last time before the fight, and you were saying it'd been such a long time since you were back in the ring. How did it feel just to be back doing the ring walk, just to be back in that frame of mind that it's go time, we've been backstage, we've got our hands wrapped, we've stretched, we've done everything we need to do, it's go time?
Yeah, being out of the ring for so long, yeah, you do forget the adrenaline rush, you do forget the feeling of going to war. And it's one of those things that you have to keep doing. The more you do it, the more experience and the more comfortable you get doing it. So yeah, doing it again after a year and a half was, you know, you just appreciate it more. You know, you just like, yes, I'm back. You know, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's how I feel anyway. Some guys probably shitting themselves. I'm past that stage. I remember my first few fights. It was definitely squeaky bum time when when you got to make that walk to the ring for the first time. It definitely was. You know, you're definitely nervous and anxious But now it's just fun. Now I just enjoy it. Now I'm just happy to be in the moment, you know.
And there was a commotion over the other side. He went to see what it was, and it was Eubank and his sparring partner had taken off their head guards, taken off their gloves, and were going at it bareheaded, barefisted.
So with this clip, you mentioned it post-fight, that you backed off, you let him come back out.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out of the ring for 2 years pretty much. The last thing I wanted to do, and it'll probably sound crazy to a lot of people, but the last thing I want to do is blow a guy out in a round or two.
Eubank would have been about 17 as he's just trapped Morrison on the ropes here, and he's teeing off at Eubank, the uppercut up the centre, and now he just steps off.
That wasn't going to accomplish anything, that wasn't going to help me to grow as a fighter. And yes, even at 31 years old, I'm still growing. He was badly hurt, he was badly stunned. A few more punches and he would have been out of there. And I could feel that, I could sense it. So yeah, I stopped the assault. I hit him with about 10 shots, and he was pretty much going. And I landed 1 or 2 uppercuts at the end, and then I just thought, all right, he's had enough. Let me step back, let him recuperate, and then go again.
And he had him in trouble there. He had him stunned with the right hand, back into the ropes. Good, accurate punch picking, and he steps in again here, Eubank.
I haven't done all the things I've done with Roy. I haven't had this whole camp to not be able to test out some of the things that we've been working on, you know. So yeah, I let him survive, I guess you could say, so that I could work through the fight. So this is this is a nice little flurry. This is something I've always been very good at, hitting and not getting hit. And as I get older and more experienced, I learn to be smart with the pressure. You know, as a youngster, I was more come forward, come forward, come forward, take a shot, take a shot or two, land a shot of my own. Not really thinking about where shots are coming from, what might be coming back. You know, as I've grown, I've learned, I felt, you know, there are going to be shots that are coming back. They're not going to just let you keep going. You know, they're going to throw something back, so you've got to be aware that you've got to be ready to move out of the way, whether that's using your hands or head movement to stop a punch from hitting you.
There you go, good.
And then coming back. I'm not going to lie, I was not expecting Marcus Morrison to be as tough as he was. A lot of fighters, you know, a flurry like that, and they're ready to throw in the towel. Or they get knocked out by some of the shots that I hit him with. You know, he was very strong, very tough, and definitely had my respect that night.
I like that. I like that, Marcus. There you go. Go, Good shot. Again.
Towards the end of that clip, we can hear Roy Jones shouting instructions to you. It was the first fight with Roy, the first of many, as you said. Did it help that you could hear him a bit clearer? And that empty arena factor, again, I guess helped, because you could hear exactly what he's saying to you, get used to being in that mindset of Roy in the corner, hear him clearly. Did that help at all?
Absolutely, yeah. With no crowd, with no fans, you know, I could hear each and every word Roy was saying, even while I was in the ring fighting, which I've never experienced before. So, you know, him saying, you know, good shot, keep going, you know, move out, move your head, all the things that he was saying, you know, I was able to kind of, you know, subconsciously do or try and do some of the things he was saying. Obviously, when you're in the zone, you know, sometimes you're doing what you need to do. But, you know, there were periods where, you know, I would kind of back off, you know, think about what I just heard from Roy, and then go again. So yeah, it was a great experience.
Ask a silly question. You knew you'd got the win at this point?
I was pretty sure. Listen, I've been on the wrong end of decisions before in my career, but no, this one was this fight was a shutout, to be honest. But I still learned a lot. I still was able to go in there and do the things I wanted to do. Maybe got hit a couple times where I shouldn't have, but again, you know, when you've been out of the ring for so long, you've got to shake off the ring rust. But overall, very happy with the performance, and you know, we're building each and every day, me and Roy. So you know, each time I'm going to come back out, and it's going to get better and better.